Let's have a property tour, shall we? Bryan Lebo here, and today we are out in Anthem Country Club, and this house is amazing. So this is a reimagining of a home that's a little bit older, a little long in the tooth, and I love what they did with this remodel. This is, once again, like we did last week, this is an amazing family home. And this home actually has a basement feature, which for Las Vegas is pretty exotic. And I love what they did with this basement. So let's get this tour started and we'll get to that basement later. Now, like we normally do, we're gonna start off in the kitchen, but as we approach the kitchen, the entire main floor of this home is comprised of this taupe oak wood that's a luxury vinyl laminate. So waterproof, we can run that in the wet areas, although you'll see many of the bathrooms have its own tile. So starting off here in the kitchen, like we normally do, the obligatory modern home always tends to require this waterfall return. So here we have a beautiful black quartz counter surface with the waterfall return. One thing that I really love about this island is while we have bar top seating for 4 here, we also have functional cabinetry on the return side of this island. So just a little bit more to utilize, but trust me, just wait. There's plenty of storage in this property. You're gonna love it. So let's start off over here and talking about the cabinetry. So you can already see that we have a differentiation between the cabinetry. So much of the upper cabinets you're gonna see are this thermally fused laminate that's kind of like a satin black with these really gorgeous handle pulls. But then we have a veneer. So here we have an oak veneer for the lower cabinets with the return side of the island that we just discussed. Beautiful, beautiful. This is really difficult to pull off because trying to match the veneer from the cabinetry when you have a flooring that's similar almost never pans out. And here they did a wonderful execution. Much of what they did in this home is fantastic. There's a few quirks that we'll discuss as we move along. Now, you'll notice here, instead of doing a separate backsplash, I actually like how they did this. So we have the counter surface used as the backsplash here and kind of keeps everything really sleek and clean. I really love that minimal look with the wood to warm it up. Now over here on the island side, we do have our Kraus undermount sink, very lovely, nice faucet. We have these gorgeous drop down pendant lights over the island. And then on the back side over here, we have our 36-inch cooktop. And then this is kind of neat. We've seen sheathing for ventilation hoods many times, but here they sheathed it and it kind of looks like a slotted wood, which ironically you're gonna see multiple areas in this house, starting with directly in the sight line in the family room across from the kitchen, although that's real wood, and this is comprised out of the same thermally fused laminate that the rest of the upper cabinetry is. So kind of a neat one. Love how they did the floating shelves over here. And yes, I'm sure right now you're thinking, yeah, but I lose all this cabinet space. It looks nice, but it's not as functional. Trust me, they thought of it and you're gonna love it. Now we have to talk about this. Over here, we have our GE Monogram dishwasher and it sings to you. Don't you love that? Okay, if you watch this show and you're a fan, you know this is the part we talk about dishwashers. Yes, this only has one dishwasher, but we're way under $3 million. And for a 5,000 square foot home, this house is such a value. That's what I want to focus on. There's quality and value. And yes, there's only one dishwasher in the kitchen, but there may be more. So coming around, we have plenty of counter surface space. We have another GE refrigeration. What did we miss?
Did we talk about the faucet?
Yeah, we talked about the faucet. Jim's trying to correct me, but I got this one. So we got our GE refrigerator, and then over here we have our Monogram series double oven. So really neat. Now, one little criticism I have is you're gonna see something really neat in a moment. I probably would have made this a built-in microwave with an oven. Then if you really need 2 ovens, besides Thanksgiving, Christmas time, you could put another built-in oven underneath the cooktop, because what they did here is hidden in this cabinet is kind of like a countertop microwave. So yes, it's hidden, it keeps the clutter off of the counter surface, but I think it would make a little bit more sense to have integrated it here. That's just my feeling. Now, this is a very large panel, and I wonder what this could be. You know I love Scooby-Doo doors. Oh man, check this out. Press it, it pops, and it reveals what appears to be a portal to a pantry. So let's come in here and check this out. So the first thing you're gonna notice is the abundance of cabinetry here, like I was teasing you earlier. So you have plenty and plenty and plenty of room here. You have plenty of room for all your Costco runs. You have an undermount sink, and guess what? Let it sing, let it sing. We do have a second monogram dishwasher. So we're barely over $2 million and we have 2 dishwashers. So, you know, $1 million per dishwasher. And then continuing, we have another microwave that is actually hidden in this cabinet. I think for convenience sake, you might as well just put one up here. And like we were discussing, maybe you put another oven in this area, since how often do you really use 2 ovens? I know you guys are gonna kill me in the comments section. I'm sure some of you culinary geniuses out there always use 2 ovens. My household, it gets used Thanksgiving and Christmas. Coming over in this direction, we have a beautiful kitchen nook. So we have a large picture frame window, nice lighting, and we have a slider that leads us out to this covered balcony, which we're going to see in a moment. Now, coming over this direction, this is kind of the art piece, the main focus of this area, segregating the kitchen from the family room. And we have this beautiful wine closet. Now, this is what I want to ask you a question. My man brain, I like to be in the kitchen and see the television. You're gonna see what they did and why in a moment. I would prefer to be able to see the television from the kitchen instead of having it segregated by this wine closet. But it's hard to argue this wine closet is absolutely sensational. So guys, I wanna hear your thoughts as far as what you think. Leave those in the comments below. Now we're gonna step down 2 steps here and we're gonna get to that family room that I was discussing. Now, is this a family room or is this a formal living room? That's the debate. They deliberately did not put any electrical here for a television display, so it kind of leads you to believe that this is intended to be more of a formal living space. And obviously by this setup, it is designed to be more of a formal living space. We have our 72-inch electric fireplace, large format porcelain tile, very, very beautiful. And one of the main things is most of the rooms in this house have 12-foot high ceilings. Here we have double height ceilings. So these are like 20+ feet high, gorgeous chandelier. And even on both sides, over here we have 4 windows at the very top of the ceiling. You really don't even need any lights to be on during the day because there's such an abundance of natural light. And of course, we can't have a modern remodel without the obligatory slider system. So here we have a massive 15-foot slider system. Absolutely, absolutely love it. All right, guys, we're gonna pan around this way. Here's the other angle of that wine closet we were discussing. Jennifer's laughing at me because I got the choreography wrong here. I totally messed that up, but coming down this side, now this wing of the house has the primary suite over here to the right and secondary bedrooms here, and then we'll see a little bit more in a moment. But first, let's check out the primary suite. So coming into the primary suite, one of the first things you notice is the volume ceilings. The ceilings in here are 12 feet high, and you really can feel it when you're in the space. Beautiful pendant lights next to the bed for reading. And then over here, we have our media wall. So again, we have the slotted wood and we have our fireplace. We have a slider system that leads back out to that covered balcony patio. Very lovely. And let's check out this bathroom because they did an elegant job with this bathroom. So first off, the flooring transition is wonderful. We have large format porcelain tile that match the surround for the fireplace that we just saw. And over here, we have a beautiful vanity. So first off, we have our floating cabinetry with LED lighting. This matches the underside of the kitchen cabinetry. 2 undermount sinks, brass hardware. Again, beautiful, beautiful wall sconce lighting for accents. But now let's get to the meat and bones of this. So if you've been watching for a while, you know I'm not a big fan of having the tub in the shower, but here is kind of like a hybrid as far as what they did. So I kind of like it, although I don't know that you need a velvet chair next to the bathtub, but hey, you know, we all bathe differently. But beautiful, we have our floating bathtub here, and then we have this accent wall, kind of a teal kind of color, very interesting, I'll leave it there. We have our glass brick for some natural light, I'll leave it there. But One of the cool things about this shower is this is a curbless entry, meaning typically when you have a shower, you have a little curb, a little hump to keep the water in. Here, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's just seamless. And then the floor tilts towards this linear drain we have. So while it's a little slippery, you might want to throw a towel down or a mat while you're bathing. This is such an elegant solution. And all the splash zone is shielded by this single pane of glass. We've got 2 rainfall shower heads and 2 handhelds, a beautiful elongated area for your hair products that I don't need, but it's nice to have. Over here, let's check out this closet. Oh, I forgot. Jennifer, she's guiding me. I'm off today. Over here, we have our water closet. Nothing super sexy. Don't really need to discuss more about that. But stepping in here, we have a gorgeous, gorgeous closet. So this is all new. This is all a custom closet. It's that same thermally fused laminate that we saw in the upper cabinetry in the kitchen. Just a perfect, perfect closet. All right, now that we have seen the primary suite, we're gonna head back down this hallway and check out the other 2 bedrooms. One of the really cool things about this house is technically this house has 3 stories because you have the main floor, the second floor, and a basement. But upstairs, you'll see in a moment, there's only, I believe, 2 bedrooms. So most of your living is actually gonna be on this main floor and then in the basement, which again is very exotic for Las Vegas. So coming in this bedroom, this is just a normal secondary bedroom. So we have 10-foot ceilings here, kind of an opaque glass, definitely an odd feature you don't normally see in a bedroom, but you don't need to worry about privacy. It's opaque. Coming over here, this door leads us to the 3rd bay garage. So you have a split garage. So this is the single bay, and then we have a 2 bay that we'll see in a moment. Behind this door, we have our bathroom. So this is the bathroom that'll service these 2 bedrooms. We'll see the powder bathroom in a minute. But here again, we have the same veneer cabinetry that we saw multiple times. Same quartz countertops, undermount sinks, beautiful sconce lighting, very lovely. And then we'll talk about the shower real quick, because again, I'm interested in your thoughts here. So you always need to have at least 1 bathtub for your fur babies and children, and this serves that function. The flooring is this beautiful hexagonal tile that matches the accent wall in the shower, but instead of having a curtain rod or having sliding doors, they kind of went with the same idea of just having 1 single pane of glass for the splash zone. So you guys tell me, what are your thoughts? Do you like it in the primary, not in this bathroom, vice versa, or both? And then over here, we have another secondary bedroom. So instead of having a walk-in closet, we just have a normal closet, and we go back to having a normal window. All right, guys, we've seen this side of the house. Let's go back to the other side of the house and check that out. All right, so over here to the right, we have the laundry room, which we'll get to in a moment. But first behind me is the powder bathroom. So like we just saw, we transitioned from the wood flooring over into the hexagonal tile, very dramatic, very bold, same vanity setup that we had before. And this accent wall is more of like a jade green ceramic tile, so just a little different. But check out this laundry room, because kind of cool. So obviously it's a laundry room, so we have our washer and dryer set up. This is a little bit of a mystery. So we have this vacant alcove here. I can only presume that this becomes your beer fridge, because it seems to have all the symptoms of a cavity for a refrigerator. And you even have the electrical here. So I'm gonna say that this is the beer fridge. Now over here, this is the door to the 2 bay garage, epoxy flooring, everything that you would normally expect in a garage. And then over here, a little bit different. So you notice here we have different cabinetry. This is a satin white finish, custom cabinetry. And then the same thing over here that houses the sink. Now, let's come out of this area. Let's get to the stairs, because I want to tease something here. Over here by the staircase, we have more of a modern banister railing, really nice. Over here to the right, this is the entry that leads us to the front door. But this is where the action is. Again, if you are not used to Las Vegas real estate, if you haven't lived here for 32 years like I have, you probably go, who cares about a basement? Everyone has a basement, not in Las Vegas. But these are the stairs that lead down to the basement, while those stairs lead up to the 2nd floor. So guys, follow me downstairs and let's see what's going on in this basement, because it's pretty amazing. All right, guys, welcome to the basement. And this is an incredible, incredible space. Now, we're gonna start off with some of the boring stuff and then work our way finally to the more exciting part. Now, over here to the right, this is technically, you could call this a room, a depressing room with no windows, but this is actually a very large space where you could keep all of your items that you don't want to put in your storage unit. So all your Costco runs, all your holiday decorations, everything can perfectly fit in here and not get in the way of your garage. Now, coming down this direction, while this is more of a fun space, this also could be a place that where a bedroom is. So here in the bathroom, we do have a full bathroom. So I'm coming over here, plenty of linen storage. We do have a full shower, once again, with a splash zone with that pane of glass. So again, if you had family in town and you needed extra room, you could put people down here and you do have another full shower. Over here, like we've seen many times before, same wood veneer, same vanity, very lovely. And this will serve as the bedroom as well as your guest bathroom. Okay, now let's talk about this area. So, hey, once again, we have our waterfall return, same course that we've seen over and over. And this is essentially your wet bar area. So again, this would make an incredible man cave, or if you have children and you wanted them to go buck wild and hang out down here and not disturb the adults upstairs, this is a great place. Now, wet bar, because obviously we have our sink, so our undermount sink, we have refrigeration, we have our floating shelves with LED illumination, plenty of storage, seating for 3, and we have these pendant lights. So just a really cool place. Like I said, whether or not you made this into a bar, you have a pool table here. Initially, I thought this is a great space to be a movie theater, and most likely this is exactly what I would do, is put the screen here, make this into a movie theater, and that's why you really didn't have the display upstairs in that family room, living room area. So while I thought this would be a great movie theater, check out what's behind this door. And this is why this isn't the movie theater, because here we have a dedicated movie theater. So in ample size, we have a coffered ceiling, but what's really neat is while we've seen the wood slat veneer in multiple areas of this house, here specifically, these are sound deadening panels. So when you come into this room, between the carpet and the sound deadening panels, there's no echoes, no reverb. It's perfect for a theater application. You may be wondering why we have a window with a wall there, from the window to the wall. You know where I'm going. But we are in the basement. So for safety security purposes, if there is an emergency, you can escape out of this window, and there's 2 other windows in that main room. Now coming over here, again, this is designed to be a movie theater. So right here, this could either have a deploying downward screen, a fixed screen, or now we have 98-inch LED television. So you could easily just pop in a 98-inch TV from Costco and call it a day. All right, guys, we have now seen the main floor. We've seen the basement. All we have left of the dwelling area is to see the second floor. So join me upstairs and let's check out those bedrooms up there. All right, guys, welcome to the second floor. So over here to the right, this is the staircase that leads us up here, and we only have 2 bedrooms. So again, as an owner, perfect. You really never need to come up here because there's only 2 bedrooms. So here's the first of the secondary bedrooms. Pretty standard, normal bedroom. We have 1 window, but you have beautiful views of the golf course and the city, so a little bit nicer on the view side. Now, coming back to where we started, over here to the left, here we have the bathroom that services the 2 bedrooms. Very similar to what we've been seeing, so the same vanity setup, same counter surface, a little bit different on the backsplash here, so this is a different colored ceramic tile. And then over here on the right side, we have our toilet, and then this is the shower. So similar shower setup, but again, we have the matching ceramic tile that we have here for the backsplash, as opposed to some of the other secondary bedrooms. Finally, we have our last bedroom here, and this one's really nice. So we have 4 windows, tons of natural light, and we even have a walk-in closet. So really wonderful. And again, you know, if you have older children, you can put them up here. They kind of have their own little world. And this is in the front of the home, away from the primary suite. All right, guys, we have seen the basement, the main floor, and now we finished on the second floor. All we have left is the backyard. So meet me out back and let's wrap this up. All right, guys, welcome to the backyard. Clearly, we're walking out of the family room, living room, however you want to call it, through the 15-foot slider. Over here to the right, this slider brings us into that nook area in the kitchen, and obviously we have stairs that bring us to this place. So here we have a wonderful covered patio area. It's about 14-foot high ceilings, and on a day like today where it's just beautiful out, the temperature is right, just a great place to enjoy the outdoors, maybe dine al fresco, if you will. Over here to the right area, we have artificial turf, so very low maintenance, water compliant, great for the kids and fur babies. We have our outdoor kitchen area. Love that they put a patio cover here because obviously if you're trying to grill in the middle of summer and the sun's beating down on you, this is going to help you. Love that they sheathed all the pool equipment over here behind this wall, so unsightly, not anymore. And then we get to the pool area. So over here we have our elevated jacuzzi. We have a nice cascading waterfall feature for it, and a beautiful, beautiful pool. Nice appropriate size. It's full pebble tech as far as the coating. And then it's self-cleaning, meaning you have these heads that pop up on a gear system. They push all the water towards the filter, so you actually don't need the little creepy crawly system. And then over here, we have a really nice seating area, a couple chaise lounges, and we have all this foliage to keep us a little bit more private since the back wall is actually a fence. But what's neat is there's really no homes directly behind you, and you have this ravine. So very private, very quiet, very lovely. So guys, tell me what you think. I think this home provides an incredible value. I mean, hey, we're under $3 million with 2 dishwashers over here. What could be better than that? But seriously, I always read your comments, guys. Let me know what you think, because again, I think this is an unbelievable family style home, and especially with the price being in a guard gated community like Anthem, just what a wonderful value. Special thanks to Kevin Goujon for allowing me to film this listing. As we always do, please like, subscribe, and I will see you guys all next week for an incredible $10 million Blue Heron home, and it is unbelievable. So stay tuned for that one, and I will see you on the next one. Deuces.